Nail biters. Oh, I hate.
Oh really?
Oh,
I used to be bad. I used to bite my nails.
Oh,
and then I
no.
stopped, and then I used to bite the skin as well around. Do you know that? Yeah.
That's it, man. Sometimes Grace would get home from work and she's
like
literally
shredded.
she has torn her fingers to bits. It's just like stressing out in work, not even knowing she's doing it. I don't think, but like she'll get home and her fingers are just in ribbons.
And if you do it once, or if you get in the habit of it, even if you're trying to stop, because it's kind of picked away a little bit, it's there and it kind of starts rubbing off.
Yeah.
So even if you're trying to you end up trying to like tidy it up by like picking the loose bits, but that just makes it worse. Yeah. It's like trying to even out your own haircut or something. You're like, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and then you're like, oh, my fingers are bloody stumps.
Yeah.
No, I've given it up though. I ended up doing the other thing of like not biting my teeth, but I used to put my nail on my tooth and like almost like pull it, if that makes sense. That sounds more extreme than it was. Do you ever do like a pen lid or something on your lip or your tooth or something like that, and you're kind of just prying it away?
Yeah.
You used to end up doing that. I don't know if that was a replacement behaviour, but I've stopped it all now.
Replacement behaviour.
This is all the
language. Is this the psychiatrist?
Psychiatrist. The language is seeping into the world. We're all just anxious messes, obviously. We're with anxiety. We need to get out and exercise.
I'm alright. I don't be biting my nails.
What do? You just stare at the wall. You just have something. You have something weird.
I'll probably eat.
You punch things, punch the wall.
Oh, shout while I scream. I'm a screamer.
That's it. Just at any stage of the day.
You have to let out a good few screams.
A good primal scream. A good fever rant.
Yeah.
Just when you're like something goes wrong or just like, on schedule.
But even the other day, I was delivering flowers the other day, and I was just like, okay. I jumped in the car, packed up the car or whatever, and then dropped off my first bunch of flowers for the day. And you normally get about 12 loads or whatever, you know. My first bunch of flowers for the day. I dropped them off, grand, and drove around, and within 2 seconds, there was a woman, right? It's a narrow enough street, and she was standing there with her car door wide open, right? Just standing there at her car door talking to somebody at the door, and she could see me come up.
But that's the one.
And just like just didn't,
because you give them
even
a bit
think of closing her door. So I was there creeping past her trying to get by, and I was like, you know, I walked by, I just drove past her, and then when I was gone, I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? When you close your fucking door, just close your door, you stupid or what? What are you doing? And then it just went. I laughed then after I did that, and I was just like, all right, Graeme, that's your first delivery of the day.
You've been on the road for 4 minutes.
You literally just started. Simmer down a bit, or this is going to be a long old day for you.
It does be.
But I just didn't understand. Just close the door.
Or at least do
stupid wagon.
Do the fake, like, pretend, like, a little bit and go, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, at least pretending.
Wasn't even trying. Didn't even try.
Because, when they see you coming, you think, okay, they're having a chat. I'll let them wrap this up, and they'll see me and they'll go, I better go. We'll see you later. Or, like, I'll close the door and step in onto the path and talk to whoever you're talking. But no. Some obnoxious people out there, Graeme. We don't. But
I really overly lost the plot. Like, I knew as soon as I did it, I was like, okay, simmer down.
That's what they call it.
Simmer.
Your reaction wasn't appropriate for what had actually happened.
Oh, 100%.
It was a little bit more.
Definitely inappropriate.
It was a little bit more escalated than.
Yes.
But it's annoying on the road. I think it's those ones. Maybe that's what it is. We all have the rage inside, but it's when you deal with someone who like looks at you and knows they're really, really inconveniencing you and just doesn't care. Whereas on the roads, we're all pretending to at least be like, it's like when you were saying someone doesn't give you a little wave when you let them out and stuff like that. It shouldn't matter.
Oh, that drives you up the wall.
It drives you up the wall. It just is, and you just. Yeah, you actually get so like. I don't know what's being.
Why didn't you wave to me? What is wrong with you?
You fucking prick. Or if they're driving by and you see they're not going to wave, you're looking at them going, oh yeah, you're welcome, you're fucking welcome. And it's just like.
Or when people don't let you through, like when there's no manners, like whether they wave or not.
Yeah.
And you're like just trying to get by. and they're all driving around you. You're there halfway out on the road,
Just
and it's
please
like,
let me go.
let me out.
Just someone let me go. Like, just ease off a second. But it's that pushy thing where it's like, we're all part of a system in traffic, and like, sometimes it's better for everybody if you just ease off for half a second and let me go. And there's a queue behind me and everything's going on. They're like, no. Push
road
through to the
etiquette.
front.
Just
road
gone.
manners. It's gone to the dogs.
Gone to the dogs, man.
There's too many cars out there. Everyone's in a rush. Everyone's late. Although the worst one I find, and it's not only women, but it tends to be a certain type in certain areas, in certain places, in certain streets, driving these like absolutely gigantic, these like new breed of SUVs. There seems to be like a Volkswagen one and what's the other one? A Volvo one. But they're like, they look like something out of that Simpsons episode with the big RVs. They're like about 10 feet high and about 20 feet wide.
Yeah.
And they're just always driving down these like narrow little south side streets with like parked cars all the way down both sides, and you're coming up towards each other and you have to just edge around, and they just kind of go at you and just go, good luck.
Yeah.
And I think they're so obsessed with like not hitting the parked car, they're like 2 feet out because they don't know how big their car is.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what? They just hope you're going to just disappear. And they just keep going, and you're like,
Can't imagine.
Move. What are you doing? Move over. And you're like,
Gotta be with the days. Nissan Micras were
nippies.
all the rage.
Yeah, little just have a little leaf or something now.
Yeah.
But those little ones, I've seen a few of those ones, and you go, yeah, they're too far the other way. Do you ever see someone on the motorway in one of those like tiny little cars that are like a bubble car or something, and you're like, good luck, buddy. Good luck. Literally like a little egg cup on wheels. It's just like, and they're always like cutting in front of articulated trucks and stuff, and going like, yeah. You're like, oh no. So no,
See you later, guys.
Get in next week. It's been great. It's been beautiful.
Every man for himself.
Every man for himself.
Adieu. Bye-bye. The Graeme and Joe Show.
That's good. That's probably a good